So, a lot of activity has gone by in the NBA. I kind of wanted to talk about the trades or some of the important trades that I thought to myself that was pretty crazy. Um, so the first starting off would be like the Warriors and the Wolves trade, like D'Angelo Russell. I mean, a lot of the stuff that that they've been trying to dangle D'Angelo Russell for a long time, and I'm just thinking to myself like, well, like they didn't really give him a chance. They just kept on like like a lot of rumors were going around how they're gonna flip him for like Robert Covington and whatnot. Turns out Robert Covington gets traded to the Rockets. And I was like, oh, okay, so D'Lo, he's kind of safe right now. And then they sent him packing for Wiggins. And I thought to myself, why the hell did the Wolves do that? I mean, basically, I guess they just gave up on Wiggins. They're like, dude, like this season's a wash. At least keep Cat, happy, because Cat was kind of on his depressed mode. I mean, he was like, posting like these pictures, like being all sad. Probably Liz was pretty sad for him as well, but I mean, just think about it. The Wolves, they got like a competent point guard now. D'Angelo Russell, Omari Spellman, and Jacob Evans. The Warriors get Andrew Wiggins, first round pick and a second round pick. I mean, the Warriors kind of stacking up right now. Like, I think people are kind of like ignoring the Warriors right now, but they are stacking it up right now a little bit. Getting picks, they might trade, well, maybe the reason why they're trying to stack up picks because their salary cap's kind of fucked up. Like, they're paying like 4 people like the max right now. And they need like, in order to balance that out, you need a bunch of rookies. And that's what they're doing. I mean, it looks like they're getting a top 3 pick. I mean, if they get the number 1 pick, maybe they trade down to the Knicks. If the Knicks really want LaMelo Ball, they trade him. They get Jonathan Wiseman a center. So the starting lineup will be, Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Jonathan Wiseman. I mean, I don't follow too much college basketball, but Jonathan Wiseman might be like a great talent. I think the comparison of him was like Al Horford or something. I'm not too sure, but I mean they're be a pretty dangerous team right coming up. I mean, just thinking about Wiggins. I'm just so disappointed in Wiggins. Like, dude, so much people would love to be in Wiggins' position right now. This dude has godlike athleticism. He has the mid-range, the 3-point. He has some good handles. He can dunk on a lot of people. It's just, he just has no heart. There's no intensity in him. He just plays like he doesn't care. He's like slow motion right now. He has all the tools. I thought when he got picked, like, dude, he was going to be a top 5, shooting guard coming in. Like, his ceiling. Like, he could be better than James Harden. Who's the top shooting guard right now? James Harden. I mean, who else is even shooting guard? I can't even think about it right now. A lot of it's just point guards, masking as shooting guards. I mean, you got Jaylen Brown over there. You got Bradley Beal. Devin Booker. Donovan Mitchell. I mean, yeah, Wiggins has the potential to be better than all of them. This dude has it all. Like, he has it all. He has the tools to be a great defender as well. He has it all. The only thing that he doesn't have is just heart. Like, he just doesn't care. But, him not caring, still putting up 20 plus points. I mean, this dude cannot rebound for some reason. He can't pass the ball for some reason. Maybe it's because the Wolves they're just trash. They're like a how should I say it? They're just trash franchise right now. I mean, it means the KG curse, and I guess it just wasn't the same after they traded KG. I mean, just think about it right now. Like, Wiggins went from a first option averaging 20 points on maybe 44%. Now he's the third option, and he's taking on the Harrison Barnes, bro. And I mean, just think about it. This dude is better than Harrison Barnes. Like, even if Wiggins just doesn't care, he is better than Harrison Barnes. And if they can bring out the ceiling in him, like, dude, the Warriors might make a run again. They're back. They're back, like, Eric Bischoff. And dude, it'll be hilarious to see, like, dude, Draymond just getting up to Wiggins. Wiggins not caring. Like, Draymond's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You know how Draymond, like, kind of annoying ass, gets in people's faces, like, all the time to, like, make a scene. I mean, and then there's Steph Curry, like, nah, man, it's all cool. You gotta play bad cop, good cop with Wiggins. I mean, I think the Warriors won this trade. I'm like, dude, Wiggins better than D'Angelo. I mean, no, D'Angelo, made an all-star, but, for the role that Wiggins will be playing compared to D'Angelo would probably have been the third option, but now he gets to be, like, a second option towards Cat. Like, dude, they got their guy, and it'll be interesting to see. I mean, so far, like Andrew Wiggins is, he's been doing pretty well in the Warriors. He's defending. I mean, there's like a clip on our NBA where, like, Wiggins was just defending the Lakers, and I'm like, damn, look at this guy go. Now that he's now in the more of the spotlight, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if he gains heart, and he just starts caring about basketball. But I don't know. I mean, I look at the Wolves. I mean, it becomes more of an interesting predicament now. Like, now D'Angelo and Karl-Anthony Towns are playing together. Like, what's gonna happen with Devin Booker? Like, will Devin Booker join them?
We got to do this again when we're all on the same team. Then he told the camera crew, nah, don't cut that out. Y'all got it on footage.
Later on, I mean, that sounds like it's the case, because they said that, in that Jump magazine interview, they're like, hey man, it's gonna happen one day where all three of us play together. I mean, it's gonna happen. And I mean, that thing might come. I don't know when does Devin Booker's contract ends. I mean, Phoenix Suns are just bad because the owner's just cheapskate. Won't spend the money to improve the roster, and he keeps on firing the coaches like left and right. Same thing for the Wolves. I guess like the Wiggins had like 5 coaches in like 6 years or something. I mean, same thing kind of like with Devin Booker too, probably. So he has to keep on relearning systems over and over again. And I mean, it just brings like a bunch of turmoil in development. Now, granted, Andrew Wiggins is like 24, so this dude still has some time to 27 to reach his absolute peak. But I mean, if he's a third option, you're not asking for much. Maybe like 15 points per game, playing some defense, and he has some ball handling, bro. You good, bro. He's got 4 ball handlers on the court. I don't really know too much about that Wiseman guy, but maybe they flip him for some more pieces. More bench pieces, but I know we'll see. But the Warriors may be pretty dangerous coming out to the next season. The next trade for me just doesn't make sense. Like, the Detroit Pistons, they traded Andre Drummond to the Cavs, and I'm like, first off, my first thought was I didn't even know Brandon Knight was even on the Cavs. I'm like, dude, Brandon Knight's in the league. John Henson is still in the league? I mean, dude, I thought this dude was on the Bucks. But I guess not. I mean, I remember you always I was playing fantasy basketball. I kept on streaming John Henson because he just gives blocks, and I need blocks. And some nights he does really well. It looks like Whiteside. Some nights he gets 0. I'm like, dude, were you even on the court? I mean, yeah, that's why he's not that great. You just gotta think about the Cavs. Like, what are the Cavs? What are they thinking?
What was the reason?
Right now, you have Tristan Thompson. You're paying 86 mil. You have what's it called? Andre Drummond. He's gonna opt in. He's gonna get paid $28 million. Tristan Thompson's last year in the contract. You have Kevin Love. He's just pissed. Throwing shit around. And the rumors are that they're gonna buy out Tristan Thompson. And I'm like, why the fuck would you buy him out? Now he gets to, it'll make things way more interesting. Like, you know, he could go to the Rockets. I mean, if he goes to the Celtics might be the front runner for coming out of the East. I mean, in my opinion, you know, because Celtics, all they're lacking is an interior person to deal with Giannis, and if they get someone like that, dude, they're set. But you know, what are the Cavs, dude? I mean, dude, this is LeBron curse, and like nothing has come out from the Cavs in a while that has been deemed worthy. I mean, you got Kevin Porter Jr. He's not that great. He's just a chucker. You got what was that? Colin Sexton. That dude's a chucker. I mean, you got 2 chuckers. They're averaging less than 3 assists, and no wonder like Kevin Love is so pissed. Like these dudes keep on isoing over and over again. I mean, this is straight hellfire unless they can flip their people. I mean, we'll see what happens. But I just gotta say, what the? You gotta think about the Cavs. What are they doing? There has to be a grand scheme because there is no way Andre Drummond's opting out of this $28 million contract. Who would pay him the max? I mean, who would pay him the max? You just gotta think about that. I mean, not to take anything for Andre Drummond to granted, but I mean, Andre Drummond's pretty good. I mean, he's elite rebounder, gives you 15, 2 steals. This year he's giving you 2 blocks. I mean, this dude's, of course, you know, he can give you some great gaudy stats, but I mean, Detroit just wasn't going anywhere with him, so whatever's. But it'll be interesting to see. I think, and they deal, you know, Blake Griffin next season. I don't know who's gonna take Blake. Blake's just dead. You know, D Rose just chilling. He's like, no, don't trade me. I like being here. I'm just trying to ball. I'm just surprised like Detroit didn't like do more to like blow it up, but yeah, I guess they should just take a break. I guess. I mean, it has been the same since, you know, Ben Wallace, Billups, Rip Hamilton, and now look at them trying to rebuild again. Next important one, you know, obviously, the Clippers getting Marcus Morris. I mean, you know, I really thought the Clippers were the best team in the NBA. They have like a slight edge of the Lakers because, you know, they're so perimeter oriented, and now they got like even better. I mean, for me, the person, this makes them like, this pushes them even further from the edge of the Lakers. Like, they should be the clear-cut favorite, the Clippers. I mean, they have it all. It's just the issue is that, you know, it's just chemistry issues, inconsistent lineups because of injuries. They'll probably figure it out, but they have all the tools. Like, dude, they have great depth. I mean, just think about it coming out. Their lineup, their closing lineup can be, Lou Williams, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Marcus Morris, Montrezl Harrell. I mean, you can switch it out, Lou Williams with Patrick Beverly or Landry Shamet. Or you can put them, you know, slide, you know, Kawhi and Paul George the 4, have, you know, Morris play the 5. I mean, you got a lot of options with the Clippers. I mean, dude, it's crazy. I mean, it's compared to like other teams, like other teams like comparable. Maybe, you know, maybe the Rockets. The Rockets deal well. You know, Westbrook, James Harden, Covington, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker. They can match up pretty well against them. I mean, who else is there? The Celtics, obviously, you know, Kemba, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, and their 5. Who the fuck's their 5? Oh yeah. What's it called? Marcus Morris will probably be in that lineup as well. I mean, there's like it'll be interesting to see. I mean, for me personally, like, dude, like the Clippers are set. Like, they just need like get it together. But this was a big trade, like, because it puts like another body on to guard LeBron James. Like, you got Kawhi, you got Paul George, you got Marcus Morris. When some people are getting switched on, like LeBron James, like just like big body after big body, and it was just help him slow down LeBron. And LeBron's getting that age where it's really difficult night in and night out to blow past people. And when you have guys like like these guys that are super athletic that can keep up with LeBron sometimes, it's gonna be one great series. And hopefully they get matched up in the Western Conference Finals where it's all part of the marbles are put winner take all. The Heat took Andre Iguodala. Now, at first, I thought to myself, I was like, damn, dude, like the Heat came out of nowhere and took Andre Iguodala, and I was like, damn, like the Lakers really wanted Iguodala, like because the reason why is they need a person that can guard Kawhi Leonard, like if you think about Danny Green, like dude, he's too small on Kawhi Leonard. LeBron James is not guarding him because he wants to initiate the offense, so he's trying to save all his energy on the offensive side. I mean, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's not big enough to guard Kawhi Leonard. I mean, who else is there like on the Lakers that can match against Kawhi Leonard? Like who else? The only person you can think of is LeBron James. I mean, Avery Bradley can try to guard, Kawhi Leonard, but still, like, dude, like, there's no question, like, that's post up all day. So, if the Lakers really needed to get Iguodala, because, like, he would just focus on guarding Kawhi Leonard every possession. And now they don't have that option. It makes things way more difficult. Like, the Clippers are kind of like a pretty bad matchup against the Lakers. Like, even though they want to put that, issue out that, who's guarding Anthony Davis. Well, Anthony Davis likes to camp 3-point line for some reason. Well, obviously the reason is that they're trying to make the more space for LeBron James to drive it in. But, you just got to exploit these matchups, man. And you just got to take less threes and just pound in the paint. And, Anthony Davis is just he's just so he just has a variety of skills like that can be taken more advantage of. And this makes things way more interesting for the East now, because dude, like the Heat can clearly match up against the Celtics now. The interesting part is they're a pretty good match against the Bucks. Like when Jimmy wasn't playing that one game, they beat the Bucks, and when Adebayo had that monster game, like triple-double, he was initiating the offense. I believe it was triple-double. And dude, they got some players that can, score up on, Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're big players, Bam Adebayo, first-time All-Star. They got more wings, more wing depth, so that Jimmy Butler doesn't have to exert more energy when it comes to guarding the best players. I mean, I believe they're trying to do the same thing the Raptors are doing. I mean, the Raptors had a bunch of wing players. That's why they were such a dynamic defense, where you had Kawhi Leonard, you had Pascal Siakam, you had Kyle Lowry, you had Ibaka in the back. So it's kind of the same thing what Jimmy's doing. Jimmy Butler, you got Jay Crowder, Andre Iguodala. You got Bam Adebayo in the back, so there's that, and they might try to do the same strategy again, forming a wall again on the Koopa, because the thing is, like the Bucks, yeah, they're on a historic pace of winning 70 wins, but dude, like, do you really believe in the supporting cast? I mean, I believe in the Greek Freak, he's on another level right now, he's even better compared to last season. I mean, in my opinion, he should win, unanimous MVP and possibly Defensive Player of the Year. That's how good he is this year. But, I mean, do you really trust, Chris Middleton or, Bledsoe? And, when it's all said and done, the pressure is down on them. Because right now in the regular season, there's not too much pressure. I mean, they're just playing to, get into the playoffs. But, I mean, the Heat are a very surprised team. They're kind of overachieving right now. When it comes to the rookies, I mean, Kendrick Nunn, Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson. I mean, dude, this guy, I mean, they're kind of overachieving right now. But, Now they gain more veteran presence, and like so now like the pressures get off and off of them, and postseason, things getting way more tighter, and you're gonna be pretty dangerous team to match up in the postseason. I mean, I had them originally going to the second round exit team, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the Eastern Conference Final, because dude, they got some pieces like to like upset a couple of teams like that are not ready for them. I mean, the main thing is I can't believe they got rid of like Dion Waiters. Like, dude, someone actually took Dion Waiters. I mean, yeah, you gotta put in Justice Winslow, but still, like, Winslow, he was good. He's like decent, point guard, and small forward, ball handling player, but he's always been like injury prone. And like Grizzlies took him. I guess they got John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Justice Winslow, Jaren Jackson Jr. Who's their 4? I don't know who's their 4. It might be Jaren, and their 5 is like someone else. But dude, they bottom out. So I hope the Lakers don't take him. Like, fuck that. If they take Dion Waiters, I'm gonna get an aneurysm. Like, dude, you put him in that position of pressure, and this dude's just gonna eat more gummies and CBD oils to chill out. I mean, this dude overdosed on gummy bears. You can't make that shit up. Oh man, like, and they got Solomon Hill too. So I mean, the Heat are kind of loading up. Like, if they had Gallinari, dude, they could have been some problems. Like, it would have been crazy because like, I'm pretty sure they would have had to give up Duncan Robinson, but the Heat are making some noise right now, and they're trying to set them up for like 2021 in the next season when Giannis is a free agent. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, there are also trade rumors of like Joel Embiid. I mean, Joel Embiid for Bam Adebayo and a couple of picks. I'm thinking to myself, like, why would the Sixers give up on Embiid and Simmons? Like, in my opinion, like, these guys can work. It's just coaching issues. I mean, they don't even run pick and rolls. It doesn't make sense. Like, this offense is trash. But like, I was watching that shit, and I was like, dude, this shit's pissing me off. How this offense is being run. Like, all Simmons does is just run, rely on athleticism, or he'll just run. If someone's like stonewalls him, he'll just pass it to like the person behind him, and it was like some weak ass screen, and they'll take a shot. It's just stupid. It's just a poorly run offense, and the coach is to blame. And Elton Brand should be blamed to the max as well. He made this team, so instead of building a bench, he's just playing all in starting lineup. And Al Horford's playing on an Achilles injury, so trash. The next one, obviously, Robert Covington, the Rockets. The Rockets are going full crazy right now. They're saying, fuck it, bro. We don't need no center. We're gonna play small every game.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
And I was watching that game against the Lakers. I gotta say, I was pretty impressed. Like, dude, like, you would think like Anthony Davis would like put up like 30 plus and like 15 rebounds, right? I don't believe that was the case. Like, dude, like Westbrook was killing them. Like, dude, Westbrook's fast as shit, and his dude just kept on driving, pick and roll, drive.
What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to focus as much as you did on passing the rock?
We did a good job executing.
Drive in, and like this dude don't care, and I'm like, damn, like Westbrook. That's why I like watching Westbrook. Like, this guy does not care. Sometimes he's just a force of like, he's like a wrecking ball where he just drives in, tries to make a layup or like dunk it, and I'm like, damn, like this dude is looking a little bit better than Harden right now. Now, granted, Harden was kind of going into a slump, but still, like, Harden's still pretty good. To say the least. But I mean, it makes them more dynamic in defense and switching. I mean, their defense seemed like they improved. And I mean, they're just going full small ball now. Now, Daryl Morey said that the plan was, to try like get other centers. Like they're talking like Joakim Noah. I mean, they got like what, like so like the Bruno, like from the Hawks or something. And I mean, they're not gonna do this every lineup, but this might be their closing lineup. And I mean, you got PJ Tucker earned his money like every night. This dude dealing with some nerve issues. Like he has to guard like centers and stuff now, so it's crazy. I mean, if Tristan Thompson gets like a buyout, like, the Rockets really want to get him for like a discount because, dude, the owner is super cheap. And I mean, if you have a cheap owner that doesn't want to spend, chances are that your championship window just gets lower and lower. Like, it's either this year or maybe next year, and that's all. After that, you're done. Salary cap is like, it's like too much issue. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Westbrook gets traded. Like, that's how cheap this owner is. Like, just to save salary cap expenses. Like, dude, he probably sees this more as an investment, and he's gonna sell it. Like, dude, like the Rockets team once it gains more value later on. I mean, which is ridiculous because if you win championships, like, dude, the value of your team should go up. So, I mean, I don't understand some people, but it's their money. It's not my money. I mean, if I was a billionaire and I had a team, like, I really believed in it. Like, I want them to win. Like, yeah, dude, I'll spend some money like over cap. Like, but I mean, he wants to stay under cap. Doesn't want to pay too much money. But whatever's. I mean, if I was Tristan Thompson, I would sign with the Celtics. Like, dude, all they're missing is like a great, post interior presence. And Tristan Thompson fulfills that void where he can, he doesn't have to be, the primary pick and roll defender that he used to be. I mean, he was pretty elite in pick and roll defense when he was on the Cavs with LeBron. But as time went on, he just stopped giving shit. Now you're playing with Marcus Smart, you're playing with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Man, like, dude, you can do a lot of things. Like, their defense becomes drastically improved, and they will become a great match against the Bucks. And I'll probably take them over the Bucks if they get Tristan Thompson. Like, dude, like this Celtics team is very good. I'm just wondering if like anyone's like believes in them. They're pretty kind of a dark horse right now, but I feel like they're more of a second round team, or they just need more. Like, I mean, it's basically Jason Tatum's like third year, Jaylen Brown's third year or fourth year, and they got ways to go. But dude, their future is set right now with those two wings. I think that should. That should do it for the trades. I mean, there's a bunch more trades that are like, like Dwayne Dedmon to the Hawks and some of whatever. So, I mean, that's not too crazy. I mean, they got Capella now, but